to Malcolm. Malcolm working on Kajowski, but he hands it off to Feinberg. Feinberg finds Malcolm again. Here's Malcolm. Decides to shoot the three, and it's good. Malcolm just sitting there, and then boom! Here comes the three. 7 points now for Malcolm. It will be 42-35 as the Grizzlies lead by 7 with 7 minutes remaining in the game. Kajowski over the top, off of Malcolm's fingers, hits him, and it's moved to Myers. Myers, no good on the shot. And they call the jump ball after Dominic Meads finds some strength to get the ball off of Myers, and the possession arrow is pointed towards the Grizzlies' favor. Henley will move into a full court press now. Shibley to inbound. Shibley will inbound, and he should be able to see Meads. No, he just moves it to Hasingham. Hasingham! Oh, and they call the foul on Kajowski after Hasingham goes to the ground. Oh, pardon me. Okay, timeout called by the Grizzlies. We will see who the ball is going to. It's hard to tell. This ref it's hard to say exactly. And it'll be a full timeout for the Grizzlies. They will take, as this will now mean they have 3 timeouts remaining in the game. A full minute timeout, 4 timeouts remaining in the game. 3 for the Henley Hornets. Fouls so far, 3 for the Grizzlies, 2 for Henley. Both staying out of normal bonus territory. That we'll see if that does come into the play later in the game. For the Grizzlies, now up 7. They want to continue what they're doing and keep the ball. All around has been a hot hands. Malcolm picked up hit a gorgeous 3 there. We'll see if they go back to that. On that play, you see Malcolm just standing there, guarded by Kajowski, but he puts it up just from a standstill and nails it. Gorgeous 3 as Kajowski just gave him a little too much distance. Now, it will be Henley ball, although hard to see exactly how, as the ball was held by Hasingham. I do not see a ref evacuation for that. I will look for one if I can have one. The ball will be inbounded by Larman for Henley. As Henley decided to get set with 15 seconds left in the timeout, Ashland did not. They decided to take the timeout. And the Ashland Grizzlies come running out onto the court. And Henley will now inbound. It will be Larman on the inbound. Larman moves it over to, and it's up high to Myers. Myers to Feiner. Feiner hits it. Feiner now at 16 on the night for the Henley Hornets. And Feiner now the Grizzlies only lead by 4, 42-38, but here's Malcolm down low. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Meads. Meads up, off the glass, no good, and it'll be rebounded by Feiner. Feiner moves it over to Myers. Myers now holding. Now to Feiner. Feiner up high, 42-38 the score, 6 minutes remaining in the game. Feiner holding the ball, moves it back down to Larman. Larman over to Kajowski. Kajowski to Larman. Larman to Feiner. Feiner down low to Cook. Cook sets over Meads. Gets it to go. Now the lead is 2. 42-40 for the Grizzlies. 6 minutes remaining in the game. And that will be a pair for Cook now at 6 points on the game. Here's Feinberg. Feinberg almost lost the ball there, but he keeps it. Here's Feinberg down low, holds, and finds Malcolm. Malcolm sits there. 5:30 to go. Malcolm driving, gives it off to Hasingham. Hasingham off Meads. Meads hits it and will shoot one. Dominic Meads picks up his 3rd bucket of the game, and now has a chance to pick up 7 on the night. 5:26 remaining, 44-40 the Grizzly lead, and we will see if it may be one more. We will see. And it'll be 1 free throw for Dominic Meads after the bucket. Down low, hard work by Dominic Meads. He's been good all night, but he misses the free throw, and it'll only be 6 on the night for Meads. 44-40, the Ashland lead with 5:20 to go. As Hogarth, gets ready to come in for Henley, but not until after this offensive possession. It's Feiner who moves it to Myers, back to Feiner. Feiner holds high over to Larman. Larman back to Feiner. Feiner to Larman. Larman down low, and it's Cook. Cook working on Meads, but he kicks it out to Feiner. Feiner up, no good. Down off, and weird ball, but Shibley picks up the rebound, almost to half court. Here's Shibley working on Larman. Shibley kicks it all the way across to Malcolm. Malcolm will dribble once, but pass it into the post to Meads. Meads working on Cook, knocks it, and gorgeous to play down low by Meads, and he's down 8 on the night, 46-40. With 4:30 remaining, as the Grizzlies lead by 6 over Henley. And it'll be moved to Kajowski. Kajowski sets, moves it to Feiner up high. Feiner drives down to Kajowski once again. Kajowski under the bucket, misses, but it's somehow picked up by Cook. Cook hits it, and it'll be picked up by Malcolm to inbound. And now it's 46-42 after Cook with the poke back on that one. 4 minutes remaining. Hasenkamp holding. Hasenkamp holding high. Grizzlies lead by 4. 4 minutes remaining. Now Shibley. Oh, and it's stripped by Kajowski. Great play by that. Clean strip, Kajowski. And no bucket as he drabbled as he's working on Hasenkamp. Just got a little too flustered. And after forcing the turnover, Kajowski commits one of his own. Hogarth will come in, and as will Goodall. Now Graham comes in for Feinberg, likely looking for more pressure for the Grizzlies. And it'll be Shibley into Graham. And the Grizzlies will hold a timeout. And it'll be 46-42. The Grizzlies lead at 3:48-39 to go. It'll be a half timeout for the Grizzlies. And so with the Grizzlies now leading by 4, more of a possession style game as we are at around 30 to go in the game. They need to be able to control the game and hopefully not get ahead of themselves. They don't need to be rushing for baskets, and they don't need to go for too much. Hit that bad shot. Look for the good shot. That's my suggestion. If I'm Coach Greg in the huddle, I'm saying escape the pressure and be able to hold ball and control the game. Now with 3:49 remaining, 4-point lead for the Grizzlies. It'll be Shibley on the inbound. The full court pressure is coming into play for Henley. Shibley will inbound. Hasenkamp and Graham are in the Henley end, while Mead down low and Malcolm at half court. Now here, Shibley, he finds Malcolm. Malcolm hands it back to Shibley, and they escape the pressure. Shibley, gorgeous move to beat Goodell, and hits it off to Hasenkamp. Hasenkamp, no good. Ball up, and it'll be white ball, and it'll be off of Feiner as the Grizzlies keep the ball. Grizzlies in white, Henley in the navy blue. 46-42, the Grizzlies lead. And it'll be Graham with 3:40 inbounding to Malcolm. Malcolm now holding. Working on Myers. Myers beat Malcolm up to the basket, and it is good. Malcolm picks up a pair, and Malcolm now has 9 on the night for the Grizzlies, working all around as 3 players at 9 or above. Malcolm, Shibley, and Feinberg. Myers will hold the ball, and he will walk. Myers jumped with the ball. And they will call the foul after the travel call, coach. But it's definitely a travel. The coach is arguing, but it's not going to do much good. And when is arguing with refs done no good? I asked this to coaches. Why do you argue with refs? You're not going to get your way. I hate to say it. As much as I want to argue too. It's going to be okay, coaches of the world. You're going to live. 3:20 remaining in the game with the minute timeout here. 48-42. Basketball games take forever to end, you know. They decide to call timeouts as much as possible in the closing minutes, even when they don't have to. And they have to be a minimum length. You get a minute timeout when the person only wanted to call a timeout because they wanted to escape the pressure. Oh well, they still have to call a timeout. 48-42, the Grizzlies lead at 6. As we enter these final minutes, once again, the Grizzlies need to hold the ball and escape pressure. On the other end, they've played solid defense all night, and they do want to watch out for Feiner with the 3-ball, as they do lead by 6, but that lead can be cut in half by just one 3-ball by Feiner, with 16 on the night. And Grizzlies use all of their timeouts each time, it seems, as Coach Greg keeps them in the huddle, drawing up plays, making sure they understand what to do. On the other hand, Henley tends to come out of timeouts with 15 seconds to remain. It will be interesting to see after Henley called the timeout in general. Actually, that's called true grammar by Carl Mogline. 48-42 the score, 3:20 remaining. Fourth quarter, Grizzlies lead. Stanley Graham inbounds and to Hasenkamp. Now to Shibley. Shibley with the ball. Down low. Oh, tries to put it to Malcolm, but it's knocked off by Hogarth. Hogarth puts it off to Goodell. Goodell now to Hogarth. Hogarth works it off to Myers. Myers holding, moves it to Feiner. Feiner for three, blocked by Malcolm. The block by Malcolm, and the Hasenkamp picks it up. And this coach is getting very angry. Right now, Luke Hammond, the coach of Henley, is very angry, but it seemed to be a very clean block by Malcolm. I'm not seeing where he's going from. And the ball will be Grizzly ball, but it definitely looked like a clean foul. Hammond has to be careful. Coach Hammond has to be very careful, or he could be in the ejection point at some point. And it will be, and it is a technical called. Yes, the technical is called. The technical is called on the coach, Luke Hammond. Hammond will pick up the foul on the technical, and Shibley will shoot. Here's Shibley on the first shot on the technical. No good. Now, after missing the first one, the Grizzlies lead 48-42, 2:55 to go. The coach just got teed up. Don't like when that happens. Here's Shibley. Shibley picks it up. 12 points, and the Grizzlies will keep the ball after the tee. And Jack Feinberg makes his way onto the court. Out goes Stanley Graham. Jack Feinberg will inbound. Still very large pressure by Henley. And it's Feinberg who moves it to Hasenkamp. Hasenkamp pushes it to Shibley. Now it's Shibley. Over to Hasenkamp. Hasenkamp, who's working on Larman. And now it's, Feinberg, but he somehow kicks it to Colin Malcolm after going down while going low. And it will be a blocking foul called on 23, Jerry Myers. Now for Myers, that's his third foul on the night, but it shouldn't mean too much with only 2:37 remaining as the Grizzlies lead by 7 in this game. Inbounding the ball, it will be Feinberg inbounding the ball for the Ashland Grizzlies. 49-42 the score, the Grizzlies with the 7-point lead. 2:30 to go. Now Shibley. Shibley hands off to Hasenkamp. Hasenkamp moves back to Shibley. Shibley stops and moves it across to Hasenkamp. Hasenkamp pumps the shot, but moves it to Meads, down low, in the post. Meads. And they call the walk. And he did shovel his feet. And they call the and they say Meads shoveled his feet, and apparently he did and it will be the turnover on Meads. 49-42, the Grizzlies lead 2:21. A sense of urgency has to come over Henley at this point. Feiner holding the ball. A light pressure coming from the Grizzlies, but not too much. Feiner moves it to Goodell. Now back to Goodell after it moves to Feiner. Feiner to Hogarth. Hogarth back to Goodell. Goodell on the baseline, no good and Shibley rebounds. Shibley will move off the ball. And it's 49-42 after the air ball shot by Goodell. Here's Shibley. And they call the push. And it'll be called a push on number 20, Daniel Goodell. And that'll be his second foul on the night. It will be interesting if we'll see once I believe they do enter the bonus at 7 if I am correct. 1:50 remaining in the game. 49-42, the Grizzly lead. Shibley will inbound. Shibley moves it to Malcolm. Malcolm holding, working on Kajowski. Kajowski looking for the steal, but Malcolm drives. Malcolm over Cook. No good. Rebound by Meads. Meads gets knocked out of hand by Hogarth, but it is picked up by Hasenkamp. Hasenkamp moves to Shibley. You got for the first. All right. And it's Shibley moving to Feinberg. 1:27 remaining. Grizzly lead stays at 7, but it is stripped from Feinberg. Moved up to Feiner. Feiner holding. 1:19 to go. Shoots up the 3, and it's off the front rim. And almost rebounded by Feinberg, but no good. It somehow finds its way to Myers. Myers working on Feinberg. Finds its way to Feiner. Feiner working on Shibley. Down into Hogarth. Hogarth looks down to Goodell. Goodell, no good. And it'll be the rebound by Meads. Meads finds Shibley. And the foul is called by the Ashland Grizzlies. 7-point lead with a minute remaining in this one. In the game. A minute remaining in this one in the game. Alrighty then, 11 points so far for Jack Feinberg, 12 for Shibley. Those two leading the game for the Grizzlies. On the other end, Jake Feiner has been leading the charge for the Henley Hornets. These 16 points put up by the junior guard. At 5'9", Feiner sits as one of the shorter members on this Henley team. but he has been controlling the game and shot, I believe it is now 4 threes for the Henley Hornets. For the Grizzlies, they